everybody, welcome to my channel for the third game of the French Team Championship 2021 that I played a couple of weeks ago. So this was the third game. I was facing Sylvan Elves after a pairing that was quite good. So as a reminder, the first two rounds we won, we capped the first one, we got capped the second one, and now this is the third cap. And definitely we wanted to bounce back and to claim a big victory, to have some chances of having a good ranking at the end of day 2. So this is our pairing according to our estimation. As you can see, we were quite happy. We got 3 greens and 3 yellows according to us. So quite happy about how the pairing went. I was quite surprised to get the Sylvan Elves as an answer. I think I was sent again. I think 4 out of the 5 rounds I was sent first, because yeah, my list is very annoying on paper and a lot of armies don't want to face it because of the range damage that he has. Yeah, it just scare people off, a lot of the army, at least after I discussed with my opponents at the end of some rounds. That's something we figure out, which was interesting to point out. So this is again my list as a reminder. And this is my opponent's list. So he's playing basically the 3 trees list, which yeah, is quite common for Sylvan Elves. So Avatar, 2, 3 Father, and then the rest is a lot of shootings and some scoring. So nothing too surprising here. This is the magical setup. So we play all the ground, and we played marching column for this game. And here you have the spells that both player picked. For me, it's the usual spell selection, I guess. Matchup analysis. So yeah, in my opinion, regarding secondary, was it was definitely in my favor, because his main combat threat are the 3 trees, meaning he will struggle to fight with scoring against my blocks. Obviously he can use the trees as blocker, but yeah, it's not sure to go through. I mean, bruisers are striking really hard. Same goes for mercenaries, thanks to the number of attacks and the poison. So definitely I had a good advantage on this secondary objective, and on the matchup overall I expected it to be a solid win. I need to be careful of this shooting. That's the main threat for me. If he shoots my mercenaries quickly in the game, that could be annoying and could reduce my ability to take down one of the monsters. If he spread over the whole board, I think he might struggle to control the whole board. So if he does that, and that's sometimes the problem with all the ground, because people want to play it sometimes very centrally, and then it's hard to protect both flank, and I think he could struggle. So if he does that, I will try to create breach on one or both flanks to try to control at the same time controlling the center with my scoring blocks, and then with a single model try to control one of the side to then claim the most part of the board and really put him in trouble. His main combat threat is the Avatar. I think as soon as I've dealt with him, I should be in total control of the game. Deployment. So I won the roll for side, and I was quite happy to win it, because if you see the map, there is a clear advantage for the bottom part of the map. I have a ruin where I can hide some stuff against his shooting, and he has a house in the middle of the deployment, and we play all the ground. So definitely for me, the south part of the map was way better. I have also a wall and a hill that I can use to my advantage to cover myself. So definitely easy choice here. I gave him top, and he decided after 3 drop to drop everything for first turn. I think I started on the left and put Yetis, Catapult and Bruiser to give me option, and he did the same and started this way and put like Dryads, a 3-man, and then here you have some Sentinels or the Dryad, second 3-man, Dryad unit, Avatar, Spears in the back, Sentinel, Pathfinder, or is it, sorry, it's some light cavalry, Sentinel, Pathfinder, or the opposite, maybe Pathfinder and Sentinel in front, and then some other cavalry here on the right. And then my counter deployment was pretty easy. I was able to hide my shooting in the ruin for first turn, which is amazing, and still be quite close to the center. So I put my both block in the center, Bruiser more to the left, mercenaries with both character within the ruin to gain some cover. Then I put some tribesmen on the right, a Catapult is here, Frosty, my giant on the far right. So yeah, some single models on both sides to threaten him. And then in the center I will try to claim it as soon as possible with my both scoring blocks. In his turn 1, so yeah, he moved forward but not too much, because he cannot really be too aggressive against me. I think I'm much stronger than him with the blocks, and he cannot take any charge really from me, so he stayed within the forest. What surprised me is the fact that the avatar stayed on the open field, I think long range from the cannon, if I remember correctly, but still no cover, so I will hit him on 4+, which is nice from turn 1. And then the rest was more like shuffling around. He cast Ogre Throne despite me using 2 dice and him only 1. But that can happen. And then he got Hereditary on Sentinels. Did 1 wound to the Giant with shooting, and a couple of wounds to the Tribesman as well. And also a couple of wounds to the Mercenaries. So I think this was not bad for him as a turn 1 range damage. My turn 1. So yeah, here stupidly I tried to run the Yetis alone. But that's a big problem when you face so much shooting, so I think that was really a bad idea for me. I wanted to create some openings, force him to be careful if he wants to move forward, but I think that was a stupid choice. Other than that, yeah, I make sure I have 6 between these 2 units to not create any panic check, put them behind the wall, stayed within the ruin with the cannon that had some good shot against the avatar, so I was happy. I moved them forward to be within 24, and also to be able to move 3 back within the ruin if I take too much damage next turn. And then I push forward with the bruiser block that definitely wanted to get some points this game. And other than that, yeah, I used the heal to gain some soft cover here and there, and also to be a threat with my single model. I didn't care if he moves around with the light cavalry, because I prefer them to be around me. Then I can always block them with the giant. I will be forcing some mark check. If he fails one, I can get him. So I wasn't too scared about him going around me. I prefer that rather than him going in front and chaffing me at some point. My magic phase, I got a totemic summon off at the end. I wanted to create a panic check for one of the cavalry. I killed 3 guys, but he passed the panic. I dispel control obviously, and with shooting I did only 1 wound to the avatar, so cannon didn't hit, and with the mercenary shot only did 1 wound, so that was a bit disappointing for the first turn. His turn 2, he didn't move much, as you can see. Just reposition, look at stuff. On the right he decided to ignore with the cavalry my totemic summon and turn around all the shooters here on the right to shoot at him. So yeah, at least that's something achieved by totemic summon, the fact that he will not be able to shoot at mercenaries or anything else. So yeah, he moved forward with all cavalry looking at my flank, and the rest in the center stayed pretty compact. Again, the avatar remains in the open field, so that was again a surprise. I would have expected him try to move for forest, try to, yeah, maybe he can move here 1 turn, then second turn be in my flank, try to be annoying, be hidden from all my shots here in the center, because as you can see, he's not coming for the center. So then he might rather try to hunt and get some points rather than just stay in the center, but at the same time not claiming any all the ground points. So that was a surprise. I dispel Ogre Throne. He got Swarm of Insect on the giant, did 2 wounds. I dispel +2 resilience on something, and then with shooting, he did some wounds to my beast, but not a lot. He didn't roll well with his shooting this turn. Did I think 1 wound to the Yeti, so not much here. I was fortunate to not having to take a panic check, and take also 1 or 2 wounds to the mercenaries, and that was it. My turn 2, so I don't have any charges. I continue to push forward. Yeah, he didn't kill my totemic, so I was able to charge in the back of this cavalry with an overrun pass against second one to stick him, and then counter charge with my monsters. So I found here I have really a breach to be aggressive and then be really annoying for him, and that's a place where he has no tree, so I can be aggressive, try to go around, and here there is this bunker blocked by the impassable. So I figure out here I might have some openings. So that was the idea. Move the giant to the flank, move the frosty looking at him, hide the 2 remaining tribesmen behind the hill, put my squatapple behind the hill to gain some cover, but still be able to shoot at short range against his small unit in the center. Move slightly forward mercenaries to be able to shoot at the avatar. Cannon didn't move, and then move towards the left with my bruiser block to take some combat after, and just pivot stuff to countercharge if needed. Gave him long charge on both trees, but I was okay with that since it was the face and I have countercharge in place. And I moved the Yetis to the side. Here, yeah, I know again I can take some. I failed the march check, but I know again I can panic off the board, but this time it's more annoying for him because he needs to turn around to shoot at me. So that's slightly better. My magic phase, I got another totemic summon off, which was really nice. I got +1 toughness, I guess, on the bruiser block. And I also killed with the totemic summon 5 pathfinders. So that was really, really nice. The cannon shots at the avatar, but he passes the ward save, and with all my remaining shots I was able to do 3 wounds on the avatar. So this time it was much, much better. My totemic summon, I think I had 1 wound remaining, and he killed me with the horses, I guess. So that was a bit unfortunate, but could happen. But he's free now, and yeah, my plan didn't work like I wanted. His turn 3, he uses these 2 guys to chaff me because they didn't pass the march, so he just moved them backwards. Here, turn around to shoot at my second totemic summon, move slightly back with the avatar with 2 wound remainings. He double charged my bruiser block. I passed panic on 9 rollable, and then he failed both. They were on a 10 and on 9. So yeah, I was ready to take them. Both would have been slightly annoying. One of them wouldn't have been a problem because of the number of high strength attack that I have in the unit. So I was ready to take them. And yeah, unfortunately for him, he didn't succeed with any of them, and then he forgot to measure before declaring the charges, and he wasn't able to chaff me with the Dryad, which is a problem for him for next turn, because then I can freely charge one of the trees. What he was able to achieve is just make sure that I don't have any maximization, that all my models can strike against one of these 2. I turn around the shooters to shoot at my Yetis that are in trouble, and that was it. In his magic phase, he got +2 toughness on the avatar to heal a wound. Yeah, I wasn't too annoyed. Obviously, healing wounds was annoying, but +2 toughness, I didn't care much. And then he got also an hereditary off shooting. He panicked off the board my Yetis, which was, how can I say? Yeah, a mistake, a problem. Yeah, it was. I knew that was going to happen. So yeah, bad play for me, and I was punished this time. And then that was it for his turn 3. So on my turn 3, I have a couple of openings because the bruiser block can charge this guy. Here I can double charge with my 2 monsters against the chaff. If he passes third check, I will have still an overrun with the second one against cavalry. So I'm pretty sure to get rid of the cavalry anyway. The beast can go against the remaining pathfinder because he didn't kill me with shooting. So I have some good openings. So I take those charges, bruiser charge in. I double charge the cavalry with an overrun on the 7, I guess, against second cavalry, and here I go in as well. And he cannot stand and shoot, obviously, because it's random movement. Other than that, I move my mercenaries forward to hunt the 3 wounds remaining avatar. I move the rest slightly forward because, yeah, I was okay if he was going to shoot at them, since I have other stuff in the open field, so I wasn't too worried. It was more like a distraction. Try to shoot them off if you want. Then these guys will not suffer any wounds, and I prefer them alive than tribesmen. On the left, I move slightly backwards because I don't care much, and I turn around my cannon. I have a short range here and a long range at the avatar, so I will see what I need to do. My magic phase, the Binding Scroll, my totemic summon. I got +1 strength on the bruiser block, and then with a catapult, I killed 3 of the sentinel, which was nice. Close combat, I break them, I guess. Obviously I killed the cavalry, overrun against the second one, so that was really nice. I do a couple of wounds to the 3, but he's still alive with 1 or 2 wounds, and with 1 wound, I guess, because he's stubborn, and that was it. He's turn 4. So I measured before, he had no counter charge against my bruise block, I forgot to mention, but he didn't see me here, and here I just needed to reform slightly to the left, and he wasn't able to see me as well with the avatar. So that was also the big incentive for me to charge here in the middle, the fact that he had no counter charge against me. So that was nice. So here we're still in combat. On the left he tried to push me, Dryad as well, tried to take some points. Here in the middle, yeah, he just put the sentinels here to shoot at me. Avatar tried to hide a little, or to be ready to counter charge if needed, but he has only how many wounds left? Maybe 1. I think I did another 2 last round. And my cannon, yeah, was hitting on a 3+, this 3, and 4+ the Avatar. I consider the fact that the Avatar was for me a bit out of the game at the moment, and I was confident that with this poison shot, sooner or later he would die. So I decided to take the easy shot on 3+, and I did well because I hit on 3+, and I did 2 wounds to the second 3, which was nice. And here, yeah, I did 2 wounds, I think, with the poison shot, so he was still alive. He's done 4. So yeah, we are in combat. The rest I mentioned, he moved slightly. I Binding Scroll Stone Skin because I didn't want him to stick me in combat. You never know what might happen. I want to kill him at least and be ready to charge next turn to have a free pivot. He got +1 toughness on him, but didn't matter much since he had 1 or 2 wounds left. I dispelled the heal. That was my main priority. And then, yeah, close combat. I cleaned the Pathfinder this time. I didn't last round, sorry. I killed the 3-man as well, so I can free pivot, and here I kill him as well. So, yeah, soon that will be the end. My Bruiser block, charge in the Sentinel with an overrun pass against them. Totemic Summon goes to the flank. I push 2 monsters close to him in case I need it. Here I move out of arc, charge the Bruiser against the Triad. Yeah, my cannon just pivot to shoot again at 3+. Same goes Catapult to shoot at them. And my Keen Eater enters the board here. Poison shot, just move forward to get some short range against the Avatar with 1 wound remaining. My Magic Phase, Swarm of Insect will kill the Avatar, which is really nice. Then with the shot I kill 1 or 2 here, but nothing crazy. And he, I will just kill him, overrun, deal with that unit, and here on the left, do some other wounds. I think I kill him at the end of the game. So yeah, at the end I just kill almost 4,000 points, and he took only Yetis and half the tribesmen of me. Plus I got all the ground, so it's a 20. Post game analysis. So the map, I think, gave me a clear advantage in this game if I need it. It was already a positive matchup on paper, but yeah, the map was just very, very good for me. Secondary, since Sylvan Elves had no intention to go for all the ground, why did he spread around the board? I didn't get that, and I will show you after on the picture what he could have done, because we discussed that after the game. It's not something I do usually, to think too much about my opponent's deployment or to, I don't know, comment it too much, because I don't know if my opponent wants it or not. But here, since we discussed it after the game, I think it won't be bothered that I show you the discussion. Being all game long in the open terrain was a suicidal for the Avatar. I think, yeah, he was always going to die. The bridge created on the right, yeah, put me, I think, in position to claim a bigger win. I know that my list is good to shoot the monster, and Swarm of Insect is surprisingly good with monsters, even with an armor save and a ward save, because you sneak some wounds, and these wounds are, yeah, they are very important. And yeah, it was a hard matchup for Sylvan Elves. So regarding the map, what he could have and maybe should have done, in my opinion, is to deploy Compact on the left. I would have used the hill to hide the Avatar, most likely. And then I think the forest is in a good place, his forest. And then he can always switch between the monster to be hidden from the cannon, hidden from the mercenaries, or give me at least some cover. And just try to put all his shooting on the left, try to shoot off what might be annoying for him on this left part of the board. Use a tree or the Avatar to protect a bit against some upcoming threats. And then just use the trees to make it almost impossible for me to push really against his line from the central position. So I think that's what he should have done to limit a little bit the damage. I think he has no way to really win the center. It's way too complicated for him, I guess, with this configuration of the map and my list. So that was my advice after the game. What happened this round? We won big, so we got a couple of 20s, 3 actually on 6 table. We suffered a heavy loss on 1 table, but yeah, this was compensated, and 2 close games, so definitely the 3 20s helped a lot. Yeah, good surprise on Max table with his list, that was able to get a big win, and we get again a cap. So that was a good way to end this first day, and then we'll see what happened on the next 2 rounds and where we end up. So thanks a lot, guys, for watching my battle reports. I hope you like it, and talk to you soon on the channel. Bye bye.